What's up, Wilmo? My name, what the fuck? Well, you know. What's up, Wilmo? Welcome back to Pathologic. And, yeah, I, screwed up my intro. Anyway, gonna throw myself off here. Anyway, I'm glad to be back in this game. Even though I completely do not remember what I need to be doing. So let's figure that out, shall we? No, that's not what I need. I need Alt, Control, yes. How do I check my... Oh, Q, duh, mission, okay. As of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundation of modern thanatology and challenge the existent notions of death itself. However, even if this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory down. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man, and if he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality. Well... Okay, we're looking for Simon. Okay. So we need the map. And we need to go... here? Well, okay, yeah. We need to go... First off, we need to get the hell off this thing. What even is this? I thought about making the episodes a little longer, since I believe this is gonna be a longer series. You're weird. Not happy to be back with you. But I believe this is going to be a longer series. So, thought about making it longer. Which I just keep repeating myself at this point. I don't know why, but a little on the sleepy side. So, oh, really? What are we doing? Okay, that is weird. Let's search around here, see what's happening. This soundtrack is awesome. Which I think I've mentioned in almost every episode I've done for this, but it's very good. Alright, let's talk to someone in here. There's somebody in here I need to talk to. You, right? Map. Okay, Yulia lives here.
My chest seems to be filled with cotton wool.
Okay, I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before, I had no trouble forming a trustworthy telesissutive... What the fuck is that word? Anyway, out of the most imperceptible contingencies. You're one of these people. I see. I gotcha. Now, I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I'm dying? The steppe air is way too thick. I think that's what causes it. Yeah, thick air will do that. I mean, it is constantly humid here at Wilmo HQ just because the weather sucks. All right, let's continue here. Bachelor. Oh no, Herb. In the blossom, I grant you, but then it blooms every year. Every year, the steppe is filled with its stupefying vapors. The issue I am having, however, has nothing to do with fatigue or perplexity. It is just that I've lost my ability to make distinctive events coincide. Everyone has that ability. Wait, what? Okay, it is just that I've lost my ability. Yeah, everyone has that ability. You don't seem to understand what I'm saying. Let me why? Elucidate, I think is what that says. Elucidate. A single word someone utters may precipitate the birth of their own murderer. This line of philosophizing is barely an intellectual novelty, and it is particularly relevant in our neck of the woods. Sometimes I feel like I could touch the notions of cause and effect with the tips of my fingers, but now I am being tedious, I reckon. Yes, I agree, and also, I was worried that maybe perhaps I had already read this person, but it does not seem like I have, so... Not at all. I'm sorry to say, but yes, you are a bit tedious. Oh... No, we'll be nice. Not at all. You're being...
It's so lonely.
We'll be just fine. So you have traveled all the way here to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered. Is that how the story goes? I do hope that your visit is not in any way related to these most unfortunate circumstances. I have to find whoever it is that killed Isdor and Simon, and I wanted to ask for your help. Savdurov told me you have a gift for all manner of investigative inquiry. Yes. I'm certainly no better investigator than you. I never had a chance to search for a murderer before. The best I can offer is to fill the blanks with whatever mysterious supernatural entities seem most fitting. Shabnak Adri is the simple man Scarecrow. I would have followed a different narrative. What kind of narrative? Consider the circumstances of his death. They said Simon had locked himself up in the evening and coincidentally died in the morning inside the mansion in a chamber with some peculiar name. In this case, I would suggest that Simon was poisoned by the Canes. I would have thought, but I know their family all too well. Their mutual loyalty is only rivaled by their arrogance towards anyone who is not one of them. They hold the princely sage who stands at the head of their family in the highest esteem. They believe that a single dishonorable act will tarnish their name for generations to come. I doubt any of them would have stooped to this, no matter whether they wanted to or not. Poison? How did you arrive at that conclusion? But did they? What want to do it, I mean? Let's see. Poisoned. I don't believe you understand what "he died in focus" really implies. Yeah, how about you say what you mean and mean what you say? That would be awesome. Like, you lady, make me want to drink a damn... Like, I gotta drink my Gatorade right now. Good lord, this lady. Alright. Do you know what the Canes refer to as focus? You don't seem to grasp the semantics of the term. These are the Canes for you, these kind of innuendos of their forte. Okay, yeah, well, you're just as bad, if not arguably worse with them, okay? Can you chill? Well, what is this focus then? The focus is anything but an abstraction. Quite the opposite, in fact. It is governed by mathematically rigid regularities. You see, no one but the owner of a focus may get inside. this can only mean that Simon had brought the killer with him, or rather with him. What? The killer with him, or rather within him. I gotcha. Since no physical object may be brought into focus either. How do you know that? Who doesn't? I guess I'm new to this universe, and I think so is my character as well. Who doesn't? The Canes are notoriously passionate about all manner of synthetic anomalies. They will never pass up the opportunity to devise a non-struct that would allow them to warp space, challenge physics, or manipulate optics. Metaphysically, a focus that can be compared to a camera obscura. Do note that the name is not unfitting. No, it is entirely impossible for someone to get inside. A curious conclusion, but an incorrect one. Simon was disfigured and bleeding. His bones were broken. And you're also not allowed to eat or drink, but that makes one subject foul play in regard to Isdor's death. He had been stabbed after all. Oh, so there is no... I kind of forget because it has been several weeks since I've last played, so yeah. Anyway. A curious conclusion. Is that so? Well, that does introduce a different perspective. Did you say Isdor was the last person to see Simon? The question is, who did he see before? The sun had not yet set when Isdor returned from the steppe. However, he came to Simon well after midnight. The question naturally arises, where did he spend the missing few hours? That's why I'm trying to trace Isdor's steps. I want to walk the same route. Don't get me wrong, though. How do you know all that? Because didn't we tell her? Yeah, she's just asking. So this is why I'm trying to, trace. Was Isdor seen with Saburov by any chance? He was. He warned Saburov of an upcoming storm. I don't know, but Saburov interpreted his coming as an omen of an upcoming unrest among the workers. Jeez. Well, let's just... He was warned, yeah. Alright, let me suggest then, while he was in the steppe, he saw or learned something that he wanted to report all three ruling families. In this case, either the Ogimsky family should have been on his inheritary. I can't fucking read apparently, especially since Burka was one of their own men. Really? Definitely, the Bull Project from the abattoir of the railway is controlled by the Olgumsky family. If Isdor's discovery had anything at all to do with the kin, Isdor would have certainly replayed it to Vlad. So do make sure to pay a visit to the lump. That's the name of the Olgumsky mansion. Another fitting name, wouldn't you agree? Thank you, Yulia. What would I do without you? Who knows? So we're heading here? The lump. So where is that at in relative to me? Not too far. Not too far. Alright, well, don't we have a couple of other places to visit? We have like a ton on this one side here. Yeah, we have like a ton on this one side here. So, you know, I'm thinking we'll visit those too. A lot of talking to people, a lot of reading, but you know, it's a slower paced game, which is definitely apparent. But you know, I don't mind it. I'm playing The Suffering right now as well. And that is an awesome game, but it's definitely more action-packed, and honestly, I'm playing like Alan Wake 2, Postal, Brain Damaged. Voice of the Void is more so among these lines where it's not quite as intense. Now, actually, I think in the last episode, I did talk to these people. So I should be able to just go straight to there. Which means I need to not be going this way. I need to be heading this way. But, Voice of the Void kind of is more calm like this, but, it can be a bit crazy. And it also makes my brain hurt sometimes. This game, I'm sure, will. But so far, it is, it hasn't been too bad. Other than with some of the word usage from that one lady. You are just weird. All the children in this game are just very strange looking. We are actually going the wrong way. Not really, though. Oh yeah, forget that I do have stats. That's the thing. How do I check that? P is how I check that. Hunger's okay, I guess. Exhaustion. Adherence. Okay. Yeah, I seem to be okay for now. I think I have stuff. Probably. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I just need to keep going straight. I don't know why I'm like, oh. This must be where I need to be right here. Don't mind me, just investigating. You know, recently I saw the original Wicker Man. And in a weird way, this game kind of reminds me of that. Wow, I really went the long way. Like, we're sent here, and we're sent here automatically, like, to investigate something. At least this particular protagonist is. Now, there are 3 different protagonists you could play as. Hello.
There's a peculiar smell.
Yep,
on the
you're
outside.
weird.
What is this?
Look at all of this. If only my dear mother was alive, she'd take the reins of power in her hands. Even father would listen to her. But who is to take care of us now? Not Catherine, that's for sure. The mistress is too exhausted. Katrina is supposed to take care of you. Katrina? Is that the mother who she just said died? What was she? Neither one of these feel very good. I guess I'll... Katrina is scared like a child herself. And I also think she's being tricked. Yes, her prophecies come true just like it's always been, but they are becoming more and more noisy. Every word she utters comes across as a metaphor. Like that one lady we just encountered. Too bad I didn't really know, or too bad I didn't know your mother. Yes, she had waves of warmth and power emitting from her. She held the whole town in her grasp like a giant bird protecting her fledglings. Not a single demon could invade our little community. I remember those happy times. People like her leave this world earlier than those who only live for themselves. There'll be more happy times. Sure, we'll leave on an optimistic note, I guess.
The winter comes soon, I hope.
I have a terrible headache, but it will pass soon. Well, sorry to have bothered you. Quinn can help you if you don't have anything better. Sorry to have bothered you. Well, I am, because I didn't mean to. Is this entire this is epic, dude. Oh shit, it is. Yeah. This is epic. Alright, well, we do still have other places we could go. Like right here. And this looks like it'll be more... Oh, wow. This looks like it'll be more of where we need to be. Is this where we need to be? Actually, wait. What am I looking for? This is the lump. Okay. So I need to talk to...
So my Haruspex is the Ripper? Funny.
Ah, Bachelor Dan Kanvosky. Of course, who else could be so dapper? Well, I thank you. I've heard quite a lot about you. Have you taken a look around? Be sure to check out the state of the industry around here. We have our own ways. How curious, and what is the current state of the industry? Come on now. It's a complicated establishment with 1,000 years of history. A special approach is required to control such a colossus. See where I'm getting at? Emissary? It would be pointless to object, but no, such business is always leave room for improvement. It would be pointless to object. I could see we're not really seeing eye to eye. This project is special, very special. That means common standards do not apply here. That would be very naive. You are probably right. We'll come back to that. You have probably mistaken me for someone else. I have nothing to do with your enterprise. I'm going to say you're probably right.
Swine. Beasts. I shouldn't have indulged their whims.
Oh. I probably did not do something right. Yes, getting everything back on track won't be an easy task. I'd like to inquire about the fate of my colleague Isdor Berkra, about the manner of his death, to be precise. How do you think Simon died? Isdor came by to see you last night. Don't try to deny it. I'd like to inquire... Yeah, let's just inquire about that. What are you implying? What is this manner you're talking about? Be so kind as to mind your own manners. I had nothing to do with it. Don't they say Isdor was murdered by a step demon? A Shabnak Adri? There was that thingy, a talon they fished out of the wound. I could take this from kids and weirdos, but you, a respectable negotiant? Right, a demon. Why didn't I think of it straight away? It was so obvious. Oh boy. I could take this from kids and weirdos, but not but you, a respectable negotiant. This guy, I mean, are we sure he's not a weirdo? Let's just, yeah, fuck it. It's hard for you to believe, isn't it? It used to be hard for many. Take my boy, for example, a scoffer if I've ever seen one, and now even he believes it's real. He went off his head a bit. You're in the steppe now. Esteemed sir, eastern and backwards, the dead rise from their graves here. Clay dummies dance and bulls talk. Oh boy, okay. Does he know the steppe well? That son of yours? And how do we catch this creature? There must be a way, right? Let's see if his son knows the steppe well. He rubs elbows with the rabble, the butchers, shepherds, and gatherers, learns their tongue, collects their legends. He doesn't keep them in check at all. They even dare to come visit him within the premise of the town. If you see a worm creeping through the streets, he's definitely looking for my son. What's wrong with them visiting with him within the premise of the town? They're dangerous, they're aggressive, and they hate everyone who isn't a step person. They'll jump you and kill you on the spot. They'll tear you up with their teeth and devour your flesh while you're still throwing fists at them. So if they're spotted within the town, countermeasures are taken. So what of your son? Perhaps he could tell me more about this creature? Hold your horses. You want to talk to my blockhead? No, you have nothing to talk about. He's not here, thankfully. I don't want you two to meet. You hear me? These are tradesmen's words. I'll stick to them. I won't leave it. Yes, undoubtedly, I won't leave it at that. Alright, so that probably went pretty terribly, right? Yes, getting Simon back, okay. How do you think Simon died? I don't think he was murdered. How could he who craved monocracy not perish? He couldn't. Not in this place. Balance requires equilibrium. So Simon's course of action contradicted yours? So what you're saying is Simon's death worked in favor of the local hotspots, huh? Come now, what I'm saying, when someone takes too much upon themselves, they always end up ground down. That's how life works. Yet they say Simon was the one to bend the circumstances, not the other way around. No one seems to doubt that. Simon has lived a very long life, very long. He was a worthy man, but long doesn't mean eternal, does it? No one is to blame for his death. Examine the body, you'll see for yourself. It just happened. Cain won't let me examine the body. Well, that is temporary, a family tradition. He's not lying to you. He truly believes Simon was murdered. Were he to admit that Simon simply died of death, he'd probably go to his last home himself. The shock would be too much for the man. That's strange. Gregory King didn't appear sentimental to me. Alright, well, isn't there more we can...
No. I won't believe in some earthen killer.
Yes, it will be hard. Okay, let's... is it F5? It is. Okay, so we can quick save. Alright. So I said, Isidore came by to see you last night, don't deny it. So what if he did? I am also aware that you two have been talking of what you two have been talking about. All I want to know is why he left to see Simon afterwards. What were you two talking about? Oh my, pray forgive me. So he wanted to bring me to heel, that traitor, that bastard. Well, what he asked for was for me to stop the factory. How could I not kick him out? What were his reasons? What did he tell you? Who else could he have spoken to? Perhaps someone who could make measures of what kinds? What were his reasons? I'm just gonna keep it simple. His reasons? That bastard. He reasoned he'd pay a visit to my daughter. He knows full well how to pull my strings. I told her to lock the door, so anyway, he went none the wiser. Oh, the bastard. So he went to Simon, huh? Thank goodness my loafer of a son is hanging around somewhere, or else, he could have what? Huh? My dear and respectable friend is none of your business. My property, like I said, is in order. See the skin and meat delivery reports. Do you know how hard? No way. It's my domain whether anyone riots or not. I'll have my way with them. I see you're the big guy here. I'll find out everything eventually. Alright. Well then, this guy is weird. I'm just gonna keep one eye on him. Oh, this reading gets me parched, dude. Alright, so do we have any... What is that? So I have a few friends around here. He's certainly not one of them. But a lot of ladies around here are friendly towards me, you know, so I don't know what that says about me. So did I do it? So I missed something. No, I didn't. All right. Well, I guess maybe I search around here? Oh, I'm getting stuck on something. Yeah, he certainly has some strange, art. Oh. No. Let's back out of this, thank you. Okay, so that didn't really do much. Maybe now I can talk to... Whoa! Who are you? Hey! Stop it! What are you doing? I'm gonna follow you. Who are you, dude? Why can't I talk to him? He's probably no big deal. I imagine if he was too much of an issue, he'd be like chopping people into bits or something. But maybe I can talk to this one lady, this one girl here. Hello, can I
It's the same power.
Okay, no.
Hmm.
Yeah, all I could tell her is that so-and-so will make her feel better, or something like that. An empty bottle is required. Empty bottle. Do I have that? Other... milk. Okay, no. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, maybe I just haven't looked all around. Maybe there's another entrance I'm missing or something. No? I am not sure then. The only other thing I can really think of is that maybe I need to go back to one of the other people. Maybe there's someone out here I can talk to. Yeah, I know all about you too. No thank you. Alright, well then. Alright. Let's see then. There is still... Oh wow, there's actually several places for me to go. There's many places, but none of them... There's all these up here, but none of these have the circles around them. The circles seem like places I need to go, like, immediately, and there's a ton of those around here, so I just need to get to that. That'll be the fun part, is trying to navigate to that. This place needs like a subway system or something. It's getting later in the day, but we do need to go around this area. What time is it? 15. What? Actually, what is this place? This place looks crazy. The town theater. I want to explore the town theater. I mean, I don't really have that much time. Wow, that's startling. What's wrong with you? Let's trade. Great question, kiddo. Good God. Great question. What the fuck's a question? Alright, well, let's, should I? Kinda wanna. I probably will. There's no way I won't be back around here at some point, you know what I mean? And plus, honestly, I feel like going back towards this part of town anyway is a good idea, just because that is the only place I think I can actually sleep. And while my guy doesn't necessarily need it, well, maybe he does. Yeah, like, I'm not really sure if we're looking for the bar to be primarily red or primarily gray. Oops. I've got to change this little plate thing on my mouse. I've thought about doing it for a while now, and I just haven't. What the fuck? What is that sound? What is that sound for? I forgot. This beginning part is really weird for some reason. I mean, this whole game is very strange, but like, this beginning area is really creepy for some reason. Alright, so we are... If we want to go to the first area... Must be that tree. If we want to get down to the first area, it'll be this way. In fact, I think it's this house right here. Maybe? It is. Alright. So who are we looking to talk to here? Oh, you? Yeah, sure.
I had a feeling you would come.
I found out more about our morning visitors. They turned out to be runaways. Can you imagine? What have they run away from? A jail? A bedlam? Or a zoo, judging by their appearance? Jeez. The Olgamiskis have closed their termitary again. I don't know if I'm saying anything right. Anyway, and those who have managed to escape from there have now been hunted. Capella told me all about this. Some of them have ran away and some went into hiding somewhere in the town. And Capella is worried. What is she worried about? Capella and Vlad the younger are poles apart. Vlad's primary concern is the interest of the family, so the sister is worried that the brother will kill the runaway. She'd rather have him survive the night and escape into steppe. Where could the runaway be hiding? In a hospice in Earth. Well, hospice is just a name, really. What are you planning to visit the place? What, are you planning to visit the place? Then help them escape into steppe before Vlad sends mercenaries after them? That would be a good deed. We've had enough murders, haven't we? True, I'll see what I can do about it. Oh, There it is. Alright. And that is not... Oh, wow. Actually, no, that is pretty far. That's pretty far? Oh, man, that's pretty far. And there's still this place over... There's still these two places, too. So... I'm sure I'll remember.
Don't you think my colors have faded?
The ominous singing outside the window is gnawing at me. Who could be singing at a time like this? Very little time has passed, but I feel hungry and exhausted again. I can't hear anything. Okay, am I feeling hungry and exhausted? I don't know. I mean, this looks okay to me, unless, like, the gray is bad. The gray is probably bad, right? That's what I'm imagining. That's what I'm thinking. Awesome art, by the way. These aggressive steps here. This is where we start. Okay. So now we can go back down this way and talk to the 3 individuals we need to talk to down this way. So is one through this door? No. I, of course, would pick the first door, and it would be wrong. This one's the right one here. This one has one. Yes. All right, let's talk to you.
Most men only die because they know not how to prevent dying.
Yeah. I would say, yeah. I'm counting on you, Doctor. Which of the locals could help me? Whose words can be trusted? I don't know how long you will have to remain here, Doctor. You are most welcome to be my guest, even though I won't try to keep you. While you are here, though, and especially since you are trying to find out the truth, it is my duty to offer you a piece of advice. I'm so sorry about that. I would be most grateful for it. This remote place has a history of its own. There is not enough time to retell it to you, which is unfortunate since the background of the town may possibly justify some local conventions that will most likely seem barbaric to an educated person like yourself. Not at all. What traces did history leave in your society then? There are 3 truths that rule this town, 3 origins, 3 ideals. If you like, for several generations, these 3 powers have been in conflict with each other. I suspect none of them can exist without the other 2, yet each of them still strives to dominate. Each of them has its own voice too. Tell me more. These voices are the ruling families, the co-owners of the Bull Project, who have been ruling the town for almost 2 centuries. Each one of the truths they represent is screaming at the top of its lungs, and in so doing, traversitizes whatever value it carries. Oh, good lord. This is too complicated. I don't see what this has to do with your brother's murder. Yeah, I don't really see what this has to do. The first voice is Savoros. The second is Omglaskay, or Omglaskay, or whatever the fuck. I feel like I say those 2 names differently every time. The third one is us, the Canes. We are the 3 heads of one beast. Each of the clans will offer their own understanding of what is going on. Each of the three will use their own voice and the voices of their followers to lie and distort the truth. We cannot exist otherwise. However, in doing so, we will inadvertently reveal the entirety of the truth to anyone who would listen. You suggest I believe you? Yeah. You suggest I believe you, so I am surrounded by lies. How exciting. Truth is my only idol. It is only for the truth that I fight. Don't worry, I only trust proven facts. Words alone carry no weight for me. Well, no one will dare lie to your face. I have no doubts everyone will tell you the truth. But they will tell it in such a fashion that this truth will conceal the reality better than any deception would. The only thing I'm asking is that you don't jump to conclusions. Compare different versions. Your extraordinary intelligence will allow you to ascertain the truth. That inspires hope. Furthermore, each of us will try to paint a rather ungainly picture of the other two. Most likely, we will fill you in on the negative sides of each other faction and withhold anything that is good about them. That is inevitable. None of us will stoop to outright slander, so everything that will be said will most likely be true, but this truth will be one-sided and incomplete. Listen carefully to what we say and take it into account. Thank you. Good Lord. All right. Gatorade time. Whew, all right. The stories of the evil that the Cains have unleashed onto this world are partially true. Do not feel obligated to act in our favor. As you can see, I will stop before nothing to ensure an unbiased investigation. The lack of prejudice I want to instill in you is the one and only reason why I am making a confession like this. I do not want my brother to have died in vain. I will take your word seriously, do not worry. Yes, I do take your word seriously. You are his brother, and I would... In a situation where I was murdered, I would want people to take my brother's words seriously. Because you just never know. And I am pretty certain that there is another entrance around here somewhere of a thing. Yeah, it's like right around here somewhere. It's gonna lead us to another place. From my understanding, yes. Ooh. Sword? Oh, hello. Alright.
The Saburov's wait is over. They've always wanted an heir.
Okie dokie. You are very strange. Anyway, now listen closely. The time for conclusion, or collusion, secrets, and alliances has come. I am going to ask something of you. I'm not used to that. I am used to holding the reins, but you are not harnessed, so it would be unacceptable to address you in this manner. I find solace in the fact that my request will be welcome with you. It fits the style of your venture. I'm not an adventurer, and my job is no venture. I hope it never becomes one. Yes, you better be polite. I don't take kindly to orders. I am a creature of liberty. I'll just say the first one. I apologize if my words come across as mangled and silly. I am truly not used to asking, but the nature of my request demands complete and selfless humility. Okay, then, this is getting weird. But also, honestly, for you, you are the first character to have been like, yeah, sorry if my words are like jangled and fucked up sounding. And it's just like, dude, yours are the most legible I've seen so far. It's very strange though. Just imagine me begging and kneeling, and believe me, I do feel that way. Well, I will not make you do that. I'd rather not. We could just be normal about it, you know? We could just, yeah, I gotcha. No need to kneel. What did you want to talk about? Thank you. I'd kneel myself. Oh, I'd kneel myself before a lady as charming as you. Yeah, let's do that. Today's death was the first, but it won't be the last. Simon has opened the score of irreplaceable victims. Soon their numbers will multiply. I beg you to preserve their lives of several people when the lines of their fortune cross yours, before any of them dies. There will be a moment when you will be able to intervene. I know that for a fact. Who are these people? That doesn't matter. What was destined to happen will happen. You can be whatever you want to be, but not a crowd choosing to hear... Oh, she looks very upset right now. But not a coward choosing to hear no evil and run away from reality. I will give you a list of those I know of. These people are bound to you. Bound? What in the world is going on here? Are you trying to flirt with me? No, she's not. Bound? There is a tight spring of power within each of these people. Each of them can break the routine of human existence and become something greater. They are standing on the verge of their humanity, gazing into the realm where they could serve a different, higher purpose without even knowing it. Moreover, they are bound to make it the leap in one way or the other, or another. That's why we call them simply the bound. But how is their fate bound to mine? Did you say my victory depended on them? How? When and how are these people supposed to die? But how? Okay, let's see how my fate is bound to theirs. I don't know, I'm not a mistress yet. Okay, the future is not as clear to me as I would prefer, but I can feel the present. I can already distinguish a dubious guess from the pulse of the precise knowledge devoid of words and images. These people are bound to you. Your lives are connected. I wouldn't have asked you to take care of them otherwise. Are you clairvoyant or something? You sound delusional. I'm sorry, but your uncle's death has messed with your head. You need to come to your senses. I'm gonna ask, are you clairvoyant? Ah, yes, you haven't been told, have you? It didn't even cross my mind that someone may be unaware of my abilities. No one here dares doubt them, for they are evident. Yes, the mistress of every ruling house possesses special abilities. I'm learning to see the future and transform the present. This fact offers your words a different degree of authenticity. Forgive me, but I don't believe in this type of I mean, I believe the reason we even know about you is because there is a ton of different people that were like, hey, you should check her out. So I will say this fact offers your words a different degree of authenticity. Authenticity, good lord. Will you comply with my request? Will you save the lives of people I name to you? Answer me before going back to Eva. Alright, if it is truly within my powers, I'll do my best to save their lives. Oh. Whatever happens... Oh. 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 Oh, what is this? Should I take a picture of this? Probably not. Whatever happens, these people must live. Their fates are bound to mine. They may well hold the keys to my victory in their hands. Okay, so just overall important characters. Is she one of them? She is. Yeah, just the characters I've figured I might need to know about. Alright, well, it doesn't seem like I could do much with that information other than... Can I maybe, okay, you could stop being rude. And what exactly did you see in that dream of yours? The one that had to do with me. I'm not sure if I'll be a great... Okay, so we, the Canes, have always been out of touch with the mundane reality, but we are driven by love. Love can be furious, funny, and blind, but there's never a need to make excuses for it, is there? Okay, what exactly did you see in that dream? A truly terrifying battle is ahead of you. If no one has ever told you about your fate, I will be the first. You must know that I admire you in advance. Regardless of the outcome, you will fight a foe that few can defeat. Is this a prophecy? Regardless of the outcome. You will clash with your foe like a dragon slayer, but your weapons will turn against you, striking at the heart. You will end up with your own flesh torn. Every drop of blood you squeeze out of that heart will turn into a gulp of yours. It will, if your foe escapes you, penetrates you, or saddles you, you will hear malicious laughter in your ears. And my crestfallen weeping. Holy hell, what is this, dude? Okay, so this is clearly supposed to be, like, basically, what I'm understanding here, right, is like if anyone tries to sleep with me in this game, absolutely deny it because they're gonna try and kill me, right? Is that what I'm understanding? Is this like maybe a Basic Instinct type of deal? I don't know. I could be talking out my ass, but I mean that's just what I'm getting out of this. Anyway, so it's about the murderer. Well, I will make them regret your tears, whoever they are. He who laughs last laughs best. That's a weird thing for my character to say, honestly. So is that it? Is there anything else?
I'm feverish.
Okay, yeah, let's just, I'm fine. Is close to the end, as well as close to the end of the video. But not quite. So we have, what was the new place we needed to go? Here? No. Where was it? Oh no, it's here. Yeah, it was here. Oh god, that is such a distance. Okay, so we need to, first and foremost, we need to get to this middle part before we even focus on getting anywhere. Traversal can be very tricky in this game. Oh, good evening. Oh god. Okay. You are weird. The town is small and rather unexceptional, isn't it? But there are all kinds of people here. The simple folk, and the more remarkable ones. The former will tell you more than they know. The latter know way more than they're going to let out. Keep a close eye on them. Your victory depends on it. And who are these remarkable people? Oh, I'm pretty sure we know who they are. There are 20-something of them, easily distinguished by their lodgings or their presence. They're called many names: the bound, the fated, the yeah. I think I get this, right? Because it is they that will decide the fate of this town. Don't be distracted by the fact that some of them look insignificant and disreputable. They will earn their worth. You just give them time. They're the most important joints of the town. Why are you telling me all this? Each day one of them will try death by the tooth. Each will put their life at risk. Each one that dies is important. Some of them may take the keys to victory to the grave. Mind that the keys are yours while the grave is theirs. Others will do the opposite. Don't waste your chance to condemn someone who may get in your way. How do you know what is helpful and what gets in the way? Okay, all right. Dropping you more hints would be cheating. Shutting up now. Allow me to conclude then. Each bound will will influence the finale of your adventure. Each of them has their own goals and motives. It may so happen that those who seek a different ending survive, and then, well, you've been warned. Okay, I'll take that into account and I will be careful. And that's it, right? Can't really do much else with you? Alright, well, I think that is where I will leave it for now. So, yeah. So far, still really enjoying this game. Let me know if you guys are liking it. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your pals, help people discover Wilmo today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!